cylinder rather than a flatbed, which sped up the printing process considerably, but it had a downside since people were having to operate the machine could easily fall off, and you needed four. 30 years later, Richard made a printer with that could print both sides of paper, which was amazing to lots of authors, because it was so much easier to make more of their books at a quicker and more precise rate. But again, this was 30 years after that. And a surprising fact is that after all the time using wax paper to write in 1844, we started to use wood to make paper, and it was made by a Canadian inventor, Charles Fernardi, and his German counterpart, F.G. Keller. And a surprising fact is that after all the time of using wax paper to write... Oh, I already did that one. Carl Buzz and his friend, August Reichenbach, Frederick Cohen's nephew, established the Reichenbach's machine fabric and built their first press, the Schnitzel press. Their factory would later be one of the largest manufacturers of presses. After Carl Buzz and August made their presses, 5 daily newspapers came together to make the Associated Press to share the cost of transmitting news to the Mexican-American War by boat, horse, and telegraph. And finally, in 1849, Friedrich von Martini began manufacturing folding and stitching machines. Martini also began inventing a sewing machine in 1897, 37 years later. He also built auto machines, and that was a huge part of his life, so it is now part